Okay, so it's recording now, and let's start the game. So when we start the game, we can see that the obstacles are able to move across the screen, and so does the spaceship. And each time a obstacle reaches the left boundary of the screen, a new one will be generated randomly from the right boundary of the screen. That is for milestone 1. And for milestone 2, we can see that we are able to control our spaceship, and it cannot cross the edges of the screen. And each time it crashes into the obstacles, a little red cross will tell the player that it has crashed into the obstacles to show that a collision has happened. And let's go back to level 1 to see that this also works as well. So suppose we crash into a obstacle, then a little red cross will display. So for milestone 3, we keep track of the collisions by displaying the health, the HP value of the ship on the top left of the screen. Now let's run this game again and see how this works. So each time we start playing this game, there will be 3 hearts on the top left of the screen, showing our initial HP value is 3. And suppose I lose 1 HP value in level 1, then it would keep track of this, and I'll only have 2 HP value when I am in level 2. And suppose I crash into a obstacle, then it will decrease a heart, and if I crash again, then it will just display game over. And this game over will just keep displaying until the player press P to restart the game. Now let me press the P to restart the game. Then it just go to the very beginning of the game, that is the level 1, and then the player start playing the game again. And actually we are able to restart the game at any point of the game. So suppose I press P now, then it just go back again to the beginning of the game. And suppose I crash into a obstacle, and then I crash again, and then I have 1 HP value. Suppose this time I want to restart the game before I died in level 2, then I press P, then it goes back to the very beginning of the game. And now suppose I died in level 1. Let's see what will happen. Now I game over in level 1, and this will just display until I press P to restart the game. Now it restarted, and I'm able to play this game again. So for milestone 4, I chose to implement three features, different levels, increase in difficulty as game progresses, and also shoot obstacles. So for different levels, it's obvious that I have 2 levels, and each level contains different set of obstacles. For level 1, we have obstacles in gray and they're small, and for level 2, we have obstacles in green and they're large. So actually this results in a difference in difficulty when we are playing this game, because the obstacles in level 1 are small. It is easier to play this game in level 1. However, in level 2, obstacles are larger, and which makes it more difficult to avoid crashing, and thus more difficult playing this game. And for shooting obstacles, the player can make this happen by pressing F. Suppose I press F now, then I can shoot a bullet in red to shoot the obstacles. Each time a bullet collides into an obstacle, the old one just disappears and a new one will be generated. And suppose I shoot a bullet which doesn't collide into the obstacle, then it will just disappear when it reaches the right boundary of the screen. And let's see whether this works in level 1. Now I press P to restart the game to go back to level 1. Now let's shoot this obstacle. So it keeps generating new ones. If it crashes into the obstacle. So yeah, that is my project for CSCB58.